Good evening, everybody. This is Michael Schleifer coming to you from the Hunter Sportsplex. And we're getting ready for the second game of tonight's doubleheader between the Beavers of CCNY and Hunter College. We'll have more on the pregame coming up in just a minute. Hawks come in riding a two-game winning streak, won 3 of their last 4 to even up their conference record at 3-3. They're 7-8 overall. City comes in 5-9, 1-4 in the conference. They only win a squeaker 74-72 over Medgar Evers about a week ago. So again, we'll be back with more description of the play-by-play in just a moment, just following the introduction of the starting lineups. And again, those are the starting lineups. Of course, the Hawks play that fast-paced game where they rotate a full lineup in and out about every 60 to 90 seconds in the game. And as a result, the Hawks are a high-scoring team. 11 of their 15 games this year, they've broken the century mark. And even 2 of their losses scored 96 and 97 97 in those 2. And we're just about ready to get underway. It's Asani and Jakic jumping center. And the Hawks control the top is Jared Brown. Over the corner, Riley for 3. It's short. Brown had the rebound, but couldn't handle it. And it's Joey Layton bringing it up for City. And pushing it up the floor, Dan Guzikowski scores the first 2 points of the game for City. There's Myers on the left wing. Over on the left wing to Riley. Riley spins in the lane. Running one-hander is good. Very quickly, we're tied up at 2. Just in the first minute of the first half. Spin move and a beautiful bucket for Joey Layton of City. The Beavers up 4-2. Brown, length of the floor drive, and just couldn't finish. And City will bring it back the other way. There's Layton left wing. Drop in the paint by Asani. Gets a cross court. 3-pointer is no good from Layton, and the Hawks come back the other way. Here's Montrose at the top of the key. Myers, right wing, drives, spin move, and he lays it in with a scoop. Well, we're tied up at 4. Fast pace early on. Montrose with a quick steal. Goes up for 3. And hits. Quick start for the Hawks. 7 points here in the first, not quite 90 seconds of the game. And we've got a 30-second timeout called by City. Once again, we remind you, Hawks come in on the heels of a 2-game winning streak. They won here just the other night on Wednesday night, taking York 123-118. They'd beaten Brooklyn last Saturday, 121-110. And we mentioned 3 out of 4. Also, big winner over Medgar Evers a week ago last Monday, back on January 10th, 136-112 here at the Sportsplex. Women win their first conference game tonight. We'll have a little wrap-up of that as time permits. And again, the Hawks pressing full court. Pizatowski pushes it up. City will break the press to get it over half court. Hawks continue to hound the ball. Cross-court pass from Galloway is thrown away. And that's the Hunter game. Force a lot of turnovers. As you see, he's got a completely new lineup in the game right now for the Hawks. Hamasaki, top of the key, has it taken away by Galloway. Stolen right back, and drive and a layup is missed. But Hamasaki has the rebound. Out on the right, left wing. For Barrett. Barrett low, top of the key. Back to Lau. Court. Now Lau down in the paint. Spins, throws it up with the right hand, and rolls off the rim. Rebound goes over to Joey Layton of City. Barrett low at the top of the key. Over in the corner, cross court, Hamasaki. His 3 is no good. And Galloway comes away with it for City. They push the ball up the floor. Galloway on the left wing. Cross court it goes to Layton. Now down low, Layton's pass. And a bucket for Yassine Suki. So City takes the lead. Hunter foul is on Gene Proper. That's his first. And it's also the team's first. And again, the Hawks rotate out. Starting lineup is back in. Suki will try to convert the 3-point play. He does. And City leads 9-7. Luqman Ahmed is in the game now for City. And Yassine Suki sits down. And here's Sherrod Brown. Top of the key. Take it. Casey Myers on the left wing. Spins. Over to Wiley. Hawks looking for an open man. They get a top of the key Montrose. He drives in the paint. Cross court to Myers. He goes up for 3. Short. But Montrose with the rebound. Goes all the way cross court to Brown. Into the paint. Bounce pass inside to Myers, who lays it in. Now we're tied at 9. Just over 3 minutes gone first half. Here at the Hunter Sportsplex. Then City breaks the Hunter press. Pushes it up the floor. Layton in the left corner. Goes top of the key. Pizatowski drives. His layup rolls off the rim. The long rebound comes out to Galloway. Cross court Pizatowski. And inside for the lay-in for Amir Asani. The City goes up 11-9. And again, Hunter racehorse basketball. A lot of scoring early. A lot of scoring late. Here's Brown on the left wing. Has it knocked away and stolen by Ahmed. Ahmed tried to race down the right side, had it knocked away by Brown. And City will inbound the ball in front of the Hunter bench. Once again, the Hawks rotate out. Full lineup change. 16:09 remaining first half. City leading the Hawks 11-9. Cross court is a 3-pointer for Pizatowski. It's short. The rebound is knocked around and taken down by Proper. Gene Proper on the left side, top of the court. Key went to Barrett low. Low, throws down low. On the baseline, and basket is good. Raheem Bakari. The Hawks have tied the game at 11. And again, that relentless full court pressure tends to break teams down over the course of the game. But City breaks the press. Barrett Lowe might have got a piece of that shot from Layton. And let's see, the inbound will go to City. Again, the Hawks rotate their starting lineup back in. And Yassine Saki comes back in for City, replacing Joey Layton. This City out near half court. They bounce it inside, and a beautiful give and go. Beautiful, really, a back screen, and Deshaun Galloway gives City a 2-point lead. There's Brown, and Brown is pushed outside. I think that will go against Galloway. It does. So that's City's first team foul, Galloway's first personal. And the Hawks will inbound right in front of the City bench. Montrose to inbound the ball. Looking out near half court to Kanky. Bounce pass inside to Brown. Beautiful backdoor pass. And the Hawks have tied the game again at 13 as we approach the 15-minute mark here in the first half. And City breaks the press. They go, again, beautiful feed up, but in this case, Saki unable to finish. And the ball is knocked out of bounds by City. The Hawks have possession with the score tied. And again, 14:52 remaining first half. Brown drives the length of the floor. Ball is knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with Hunter. Jared Brown just took that ball, saw the opening, went right to the basket, but was unable to finish. Rebound knocked out, and Brown inbounding underneath the Hunter basket to Luka in the corner. Gives to Montrose. Montrose was knocked down looking for a foul. No call. Ball will go back over to City, and again the Hawks rotate in there. We don't want to call them their second team. They're two full lineups, rotated in, alternating every minute or so by the Hawks. So it's Pizatowski underneath the Hunter basket. Might have gotten away with a walk there off the inbounds. Didn't have the... Wasn't really allowed to use the baseline there, but he did. Bayami Ba hits a 2 for City. Proper misses a 3. Got his own rebound, but then lost possession, and here's Pizatowski. Pizatowski to Bay, and Bay lays it in. Bayami is Ba, actually. Here's a 3 coming from Ryan Lau. That's short. And City's got the ball again. Hunter trailing now 17-13, 14 minutes to go first half. Pull-up jumper is no good for Jordan Williams, and the Hawks come away with it. Here's Bakari. Bakari looking for an outlet, gets it in the corner to Barrett Lowe. Barrett starts to go baseline, backing in, and he's pushed in the back. The shot will not count. Pushed in the back by Pizatowski, so he picks up his first, second on the team. And again, the Hunter starting 5 comes back. And this time it will be Myers inbounding underneath the Hunter basket. Lobs in for Luka. Luka drives. Left hand is no good. Myers had the rebound but couldn't control it. And again, City will bring it in. And underneath the Hunter basket. 17-13, City in the lead. 13:37 to go first half. City's gone a fast break. The drive. Pull-up jumper is no good. And Luka comes away with it. He's got 2-on-1 with Myers. Drives, hands it over to Myers, and lays it in. Hawks back to within 2. There's Myers with a steal. Handoff. Reverse layup is no good. Rebound by Montrose. Montrose had his shot blocked. And City comes back on a fast break. A drive, looking for a traveling call, then no call. Instead, we get a blocking foul on Luka Jakic, who picks up his first Hunter second team foul, and that'll put Amir Asani on the line to shoot two. Asani's first is all net. And City brings in Sean Walker. Dan Pizatowski goes to the bench. Hawks looking to go over 500 in the conference, coming in at 3-3. Right now they're down for 19-15 City as we approach the 13-minute mark in the first half. There's Montrose. Montrose spins in the lane. Hands back to Jakic. Jakic tries, throws it up. No good. Gets his own rebound. Puts it up and in. 19-17 City. And again, that relentless Hunter pressure tends to wear on you. Myers with the steal. Missed the layup. Casey Myers tried to reverse layup from the other side. Couldn't put it in. Now there's a three on the other end from City from Sean Walker. And as they fight for the rebound, Yassine Saki stepped on the end line. And the Hawks with, again, a fresh five, will bring the ball up from the City end of the court. Right? It's Hamasaki. Top of the loud. They lob inside, intended for Barrett. Low. Had it knocked away. Barrett's got it back. Turnaround jump in the lane is no good. Rolls off the rim. Asani comes away with it for City. Asani brings the ball up court. Cross-court pass. Little running one-hander in the lane from Saki is no good. And the Hawks have got it on the run again. Here's Popper. Popper on the right side. Top of the spin move and a lay-in for Hamasaki. That ties the game at 19. And we've got a timeout, full timeout coming for Hunter. Again, the typical hectic Hunter pace, right? Still just about 11:50 remaining in the first half. Hawks and Beavers are tied at 19 in our first game earlier tonight. The Hunter women's team got their first conference win of the season in blowout fashion, 75-31 the final score. Game was closer at halftime, 40-24 at the half, but the Hawks with a 35-7 second half win easily. And again, just ground down a short-handed City team that had only 6 players available for the game tonight. Again, more details on that game as time permits, but the Hawks get their first conference win of the season. Got Alwyn McGinley in for the Hawks with that second team. And he is called on the personal there. Alwyn starting to see some playing time now with the Hawks. Big man at 6'6", out of New World High School in the Bronx. City breaks the press easily this time. Going along the baseline, but unable to finish with Saki, and Luka comes away with the rebound. Brown back to Montrose. Montrose in the paint, top of the key. Luka, three-pointer. It rolls out, no good. Well, we're still tied at 19, 11:20 to go, first half. Hunter College and City here at the Hunter Sportsplex. Michael Schleifer bringing you the play-by-play. Elijah Patterson had the ball in the paint, had it knocked out of his hands, but he touched it last. And again, the Hawks will bring it up. Jared Brown down the left side. Hands it off to Myers. Cross court to Montrose. There's Brown spinning. Goes back to Montrose. And Brown on the right side. Pump faked. Now in the paint. Had it taken out of his hands. Scramble for the ball, and Brown will be called on the personal. Deshaun Galloway had taken away from Brown, and a little frustration that foul there on Jared Brown. Again, the Hawks with the full lineup change. This time including Joash Nyarko in the lineup along with the rest of the second team. And City has been beating the press for the most part. Here's a pass cross court. Again, unable to finish was Bayeni Ba. Barrett Lowe came away with the rebound. Right side now, we've got it in the hands of Jared Lau. He's got it, gets a screen from Lowe. And no basket. Barrett Lowe is called for a moving pick. Picks up his first personal, and the Hawks now with 5 team fouls with 10:29 to go first half. Again, full court pressure from the Hawks. And a push-off and an offensive foul will go against Deshaun Galloway of City. The Hawks will get the ball back. Ryan Lau giving it his all there and drawing that offensive foul. The push-off. Lau inbounds to Hamazaki, top of the key. They go inside to Bakari. Bakari now brings it back to the top of the key. On the left side to Hamazaki. Hamazaki top of the key. Barrett Lowe. He's looking for an outlet. Gets it to Hamazaki now on the left wing. Two-pointer. It's good. With 2 seconds left on the shot clock. The Hawks have regained the lead. They're up 21-19. And we're just at the halfway mark in the first half. Again, City College and Hunter College here at the Hunter Sportsplex. Second game of a CUNY Athletic Conference doubleheader. And Barrett Lowe steps in the path of Elijah Patterson and picks up his second foul. 6 on the team. That'll be Elijah Patterson at the line for City. He'll shoot 2. And that was the 6th team foul on Hunter. Next one will put them in the 1-1. Missed the first. And again, rotation for Hunter. Back to the starting 5. Although actually in this lineup, we'll see Hayden Belkin join the group, rather than Casey Myers on this one. Second free throw, again, off the back of the rim, so Patterson missed both. Hawks with a chance to add to their lead. They're up by 2. There's Belkin on the right wing. Gives it up to Montrose. Gets a screen from Riley, but nothing there. Jakic, cross court, here's Brown for 3. Good! Jared Brown gives the Hawks a 5-point lead. It's 24-19 with 9:20 to go first half. And here's almost a steal from Brown, but now the Beavers with a little chance at a fast break, but they'll slow it down. Bounce pass in the lane, in traffic, and thrown away. Brown comes away with it for the Hawks. Behind the back dribble. Cross court. Here's Montrose, right wing. Off the little short, off the left side of the rim and out of bounds. And again, the Hawks rotate a new squad in. 9:01 to go first half. Hunter 24, City 19. Again, this once again, using the baseline there, and no call from the officials. Barrett Lowe comes away with the rebound for Hunter. In the corner, Myers. He drives. Back out to Popper. He hits the 3 and is fouled. Gene Popper hit the 3 from the left wing. Luquan Ahmed committed the foul. City calls a timeout. Hawks with their biggest lead of the game. They lead 27-19, and after the timeout, Gene Popper will go to the line to try to add to that lead. Quick summary of the women's game earlier tonight. just the scoring summary for the Hawks. Kimberly Lau led all scorers with 14. 13 for Katie Burke, who also had hit a couple of threes. 4 for 9 for three-point line from Erin Cosillo, who finished, those were all of her points. She finished with 12. Christina Kristovich finished with 13. So nice balanced scoring for the Hawks. 4 players in double figures. And rounding out the scoring, Nina Hennessy had 5. Elia Yode also had 5. Michelle Stutchell seeing some action at 3 for 3 from the field. She finished with 6. Morgan Gress had 2, and Maya Thompson finished with 5. So, again, balanced scoring for the Hawks in their first conference win of this 21-22 CUNY Athletic Conference season. Still a long ways to go. There's the conference tournament coming up next month, and we'll have a little bit more on that a little bit later on. So Jean Cropper, who just hit the 3, looking for a 4-point play. 8:46 to go in the first half, and the Hawks with an 8-point lead. Makes it. So it's now, again, the Hawks with their biggest lead, 28-19. We've got 8:42 remaining in the first half. City gets it across. Here's Suki along the baseline. Bounce pass inside in traffic. They get it back outside to Layton. And Suki, in the paint, actually Patterson in the paint, gets the lay-in. Hawks push it up quickly again. Here's Bakari on the right side. It's a back out to Hamasaki. He gets a cross-court. Barrett Lowe had an open 3 pump fakes. Back out to Hamasaki for 3. No, cross-court. Long, good look. But unable to complete. Myers taps it. It's no good. Barrett Lowe had it knocked away as he went up. Got a warning. Warning issued against Luqman Ahmed. For what? We're not quite sure. So again, City will inbound. And they beat the press easily. They've got a fast break 3-on-2 bounce pass inside to Patterson. And he's fouled going up. That'll go against Jeremy Montrose. So the Hawks, not matter, it's a 2-shot foul, but they're now in the penalty. Montrose's first personal, 7 on the Hawks as a team, and Patterson, Elijah Patterson, shooting 2. Hits the first. Patterson, a freshman, 6'5" freshman out of Warren County Tech High School in Stewartsville, New Jersey. Second free throw is off the rim, no good. And the Hawks will look to add to the lead. 28-22, 7:51 remaining first half. Brown goes right to the basket and lays it in. Jared Brown saw the opening and took full advantage of it. Hawks have matched their biggest lead, 30-22. And again, that pressure is relentless, and the Hawks with a steal. Right. Now Przatowski takes it back from Luka. A drive to the basket and a lay-in for Amir Asani. Hawks look like they might be able to put the lead up to double digits. Back down to 6. Brown, top of the key, drives into the paint, cross court. And Hayden Duncan trying to get that pass out on the wing to Cormac Riley. Is caught for trap. He lost control of the ball just briefly and was unable to make the pass without getting called for a step. So again, City with the ball inbounding under the Hunter basket. And again, breaking the press pretty easily. Going to the basket was Amir Asani, but he hit the underside of the basket. The ball must have been deflected because inbounds it will stay with City. Here's Patterson, top of the Asani, going cross court to Saki. Saki drives into the paint. Goes back on top for Layton. Layton with a 3. He's got it. Joey Layton's 3 brings City back to within 3. It's 30-27 Hunter. We've got 6:50 remaining in the first half. Bakari hands over to Magumbe. Casey Myers with a long three, top of the key. It's no good, and the rebound is right into the hands of Amir Asani. City with a chance to cut to one or maybe even take the lead. Pizatowski with a reverse layup cuts the lead to one. But here's Lau. Lau goes down to the floor. Cork's looking for a foul, no call. City back the other way, looking to take the lead back. The pass cross court, bounce pass to Layton, coming from Asani, and City on a 9-0 run has regained the lead. Drive to the basket by Myers. Shot did not fall, but he will go to the line. Amir Asani commits the personal. That'll be the 15th foul on City. And again, Hawks rotating the starting lineup back in. Actually call that a non-shooting foul. So it was the first on Asani. Hawks will inbound underneath their own basket. Jared Brown to inbound. Having a tough time lobbing it, does get it into Jakic just inside of 5 seconds, and Jakic is fouled. That'll be the 6th on City. Foul this time going against Bayami Ba. So that's his second. So Brown will try it again. So I think that's 6 on the team. Jakic in the paint, spins, rolls off the rim, no good. Layton brings it back the other way for City. A bounce pass and a lay-in for Saki. Justine Saki gives City a 3-point lead. Beautiful pass inside from Brown to Hayden Belkin. And the Hawks cut it back to 1. A little under 5 minutes to go first half, and City throws the ball away. Layton threw it up near half court to Amir Asani, but Jerry Montrose was all over him, and Asani could not handle the pass. So let's see, for City, Elijah Patterson comes back in. Bayami Ba goes to the bench. And the Hawks down 1 with the ball. Brown top of the key gets a pick from Riley. Riley drives straight to the basket, and he's fouled. But Cormac Riley will have a chance to give the Hawks back the lead. Joey Layton called on that one. That's his first, and now City with 17 fouls. So both teams in the 1-1 with 5:39 to go first half. City 33, Hunter 32. Riley misses the first off the back of the rim. Deshaun Galloway comes back in for City, and Joey Layton goes to the bench. And Riley with a chance to knot this game at 33. He's short. Hawks still trail by 1. Pressure in the backcourt. Hawks looking for a steal, but as Pizatowski gets open, that's the danger of that relentless full court pressure. A couple of easy baskets for City here. Here's Riley with a long 3. It's off the back of the rim, but Luka Jakic runs it down, has it knocked out of his hands. It will be inbound to the Hawks on their end of the floor. There's 5:17 remaining first half. City, by virtue of a 13-2 run, has taken the lead. They lead 35-32. Gene Proper to inbound. Gets it to Hiroki Hamazaki. He's at the top of the key, looking for a pick. Spins. Cross court to Proper. Proper goes into the paint. Back to Hamazaki. Short jumper from the baseline is good. Hawks back to within 1, 35-34, just inside the 5-minute mark in the first half. And a steal for Hunter. Galloway could not handle the pass. Hamazaki with a 3. It's off the back of the rim, no good. And Pizatowski comes away with it for City. Pizatowski in the left corner, pull-up jump as he goes to the pinch post, and he gives City a 3-point lead again, 37-34 with 4:30 to go. And as Jeremy Montrose tried to go to the basket, blocking foul called on Amir Asani. So Jeremy Montrose will shoot 1 and 1. And City leading by 3. There's 4:29 left on the clock in the first half here at the Hunter Sportsplex. Only spectators in the stands are other student athletes who are already in the building. Otherwise, no outside spectators allowed at this time. So again, Montrose with 1 and 1. First is off the back of the rim, no good. Hawks missed their last 3 free throws and they trail by 3. 37-34 against City with a quick run the ball before quickly. The shot rolled in and out for Saki, and the tie up on the rebound. Possession arrow goes to City. Jared Brown comes back in for the Hawks. Joash Nyarko, who had been in, goes to the bench. Knocked away by Brown and knocked away by Montrose. Scramble for the ball, and Montrose comes up with it. Pushes it up the floor to Riley. Riley drives, hands to Jacob, who lays it in. Luka Jacob pulls the Hawks to within 1, and we're just inside of 4 minutes to go first half. City leads Hunter 37-36. Pesatowski on the left wing, double teamed. Cross-court pass is stolen by Jacob, who lobs to Riley. Beautiful move, pushes it out to Montrose. Montrose got it inside to Jacob, who couldn't finish. And in the scrum after the rebound, foul went against Luka Jacob. He picks up his second, and Dan Pizikowski will come down to the other end and shoot 1 and 1 for City. Hunter did jump out to as much as an 8-point lead, but been struggling offensively the last few minutes. City on a 15-6 run has got a 1-point lead, 3:35 to go first half. Make that a 2-point lead as Pizikowski makes the first free throw. First end of the 1-on-1. He's got another one coming. Dan Pizikowski out of Maspeth High School in Queens hits the second. The City up by 3. That's their matches their biggest lead. Hamazaki at the top of the key, looking for an opening. To Montrose, or correction, that's to Narco on the right wing. Cross court, they go to Bakari, back on top to Bazarko. Narco drives, shot is short. Ryan Lau with the rebound, goes up and is fouled. Hawks hitting the offensive glass, but not getting those close shots to fall. The foul goes against Pizikowski, which is his second personal and 9 on City. So Ryan Lau will shoot 2, and the Hawks will actually City in the 2-shot penalty for the remainder of the first half. That was their 9th team foul. All right, Lau hits his first. All right, Ryan Lau makes both free throws, pulls the Hawks back to within 1. 39-38 City with 3:11 remaining in the first half. Hunter stays with that same squad. City with, again, rotating a few substitutions. City breaking the press pretty easily right there. They go cross court. Joey Layton into the paint. Back outside cross court. Now it's back in Layton's hands on the right side. He drives, leans in, and hits the running one-hander from the right baseline. Going the other way, and we've got a foul. And Joash Nyarko went to the basket. And probably bailed out there. Might have been bailed out on that play by Bayami Ba. So Nyarko is shooting 2. And City leading 41-38. 2:46 to go first half. That free throw rings out. And starting rotation back in other than Nyarko. Myers will wait. He will replace Nyarko if he makes this free throw. Or at the next stoppage of play. He makes it, so Hawks back to within 2. Casey Myers comes back in for Nyarko, and the Hawks again with the original starting 5. Again, City has had success breaking the press, and they do again. It's a 3-on-1 pass inside, and the lay-in is good for Bayami Ba. 43-39 City. 2:30 to go first half. Here's a drive to the basket and cross court. Here's Riley for 3. It's a little bit long, and the rebound comes down to Saki. Pushes it all the way up the floor, back up to Saki near half court. Now they go cross court. They bounce inside to Bayami Ba. No basket. As Ba is called for steps. So the Hawks with the ball again. 43-39. Actually, a relatively low-scoring first half for Hunter. Hit a long 3 from Montrose. It's no good. And Riley with a little body shot there is called for the personal. Only the 9th team foul on Hunter, so Deshaun Galloway will shoot 1-1. 2:03 to go first half. City College leading Hunter 43-39. Again, we're coming to you live at the Hunter Sportsplex. Galloway misses the free throw. Both teams struggling a bit from the line. Hamasaki pushes it up the right side to Barrett Lowe, top of the key. Jeremy Popper's open for 3. It's good! Make that Gene Popper with a 3, pulls the Hawks to within 1. And again, City breaking the press. They get it inside, and a little jump hook from Bayami Ba gives City a 3-point lead again, 45-42. Now inside is Bakari. Bakari looked like he was hammered going up, no foul call. But the ball will come back inbounds to the Hawks. They'll inbound it underneath their own basket. We've got 1:28 left on the clock here in the first half. Right now it's City 45 and Hunter 42. Pizatowski comes back in for City along with Deshaun Galloway. Top of the key, they've got it to Bakari. And it's a foul away from the ball, and it looks like Gene Cropper will have a shot. We'll go to the line and have a chance to bring the Hawks to within a point. And again, City in the 2-shot penalty, so Cropper will shoot 2. Cropper had a 4-point play earlier, hit a 3, and was fouled. Makes the first free throw. He's got 8 now in here in this first half. Gene Cropper out of the Holderness School here in New York City. And makes the second. He'll come back out for Jared Brown. Again, the Hawks back with their starting 5. They trail by a point. It's 45-44 City. And Dan Pizatowski left all by himself. Easy lane for Pizatowski. And now a steal on the other end as the Hawks try to push the ball up the floor. Hunter trailing by 3 with 1:10 to go first half. Pass goes inside to Patterson, and Patterson is fouled. Put back by Pizatowski after the foul call. That one will go against Jared Brown. That's his second. And Elijah Patterson will shoot 2 for City. That one rims out. Hunter has led by as many as 8. City's biggest lead was 4 just a moment ago. And we've got 1:07 on the clock. First half, both free throws missed. And the Hawks with a chance to pull it to within 1 or tie here as Jared Brown walks it across. Lob inside and lay kick for the lay-in. Jeremy Montrose with the lob pass inside for Luka Jakic. And the Hawks pressure finally gets another turnover. Not the first, but the first in a while against City against that full court press. So it's just under 44 seconds to go first half. Hawks with a chance to regain the lead. They're down 1, 47-46. And it's back to the second team. So Hamazaki at the top of the key. Looking for an outlet, maybe down low for Barrett Lowe. Gets it back on top for Bakari. Bakari spins, goes to the lane, tries to push off, and runs over. Is that Patterson? And Bakari is called for an offensive foul. So again, full court pressure from the Hawks. City gets it in, and they've got a little bit of a break here. 3-on-2. Pull up from Deshaun over to Daniel Patterson. Daniel Buzikowski, who hits the short baseline jumper, and City's lead is back to 3. Shot clock is off. 10 seconds remaining in the first half for the Hawks. Hamazaki on the right wing, looking for an outlet, gets it on top. Ryan Lau's 3 is off the backboard, no good. Bakari spins, couldn't get his footing under him before taking the shot. And that ends the first half. So we are at halftime. And the score at halftime is City 49, Hunter 46. We'll be back with second half action for you in about 15 minutes. We're back at the Hunter Sportsplex. This is Michael Schleifer bringing you all the play-by-play action between the Beavers of CCNY and Hunter College. City leading 49-46 at the half. Just quickly, your first half scoring totals. City was led, actually all scores, led by Dan Pizatowski, finished with 16 points on 7 of 9 shooting, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. He also dished out 3 assists. The rest of the City scoring, Joey Layton had 9, 8 for Bayemi Ba. Amir Asani had 6, Yassine Suki with 5. Elijah Patterson finished with 3. And Deshaun Galloway with 2 points. The story of the first half is really the Hunter shooting. The Hawks with 14 more field goal attempts, but they shot just 37% from the floor, 18 of 49, where City shot 60% from the floor, 21 of 35. The difference, some of that difference attributable to turnovers, 14 turnovers for City to only 8 for Hunter. Hawks also had 11 offensive rebounds in the first half, but could not convert enough of them to make a big enough difference in the game. So, again, they start the second half, the Hawks do, trailing 49-46. Again, we're coming to you live from the Hunter College Sportsplex. You don't see much of a crowd in the stands because spectators are still not allowed into the arena. But you do see a few people up there because you've got our other Hunter College athletes, particularly the women's basketball team, who played earlier tonight, right, in the stands. And just before we get to our second half action, let me remind you that the women did play earlier tonight. Won in runaway fashion, 75-31 the final against CCNY, their first conference win of this season. So kudos to the women. Hopefully the men can come back here in the second half and make it a doubleheader sweep. Hunter again with the 5 that started the game. So we've got Jared Brown, Casey Myers, Jeremy Montrose, Cormac Riley, and Luka Jakic. Jakic down low, goes up and is fouled going up. Luka Jakic will shoot 2. That's Amir Asani. And we're looking, that's his 3rd. So Luka Jakic makes the first. Luka had 6 in the first half to go along with 6 rebounds. Gene Proper had led all Hunter scorers with 9. Jared Brown had 7. So Luka makes both. Hawks are back to within 1. It's 49-48. City having a little trouble inbounding, but they do bounce it into Pizatowski. They bring it across the half-court line against Pizatowski. Out near half-court. Drive the pass inside to Galloway. Galloway couldn't finish. Hawks with a chance to regain the lead. Jared Brown down the left side. Threw it behind Luka Jakic. Was it nearly stolen? Brown stole it back. Top of the key. Jeremy Montrose 3. Good! Jeremy Montrose puts the Hawks back in the lead, 51-49. First lead since about the 9-minute mark of the first half. Here's Pizatowski. Running one-hander is no good, and Montrose tips the ball to himself. Hawks are on the run. Montrose sees an opening, drives to the lane, misses the layup. And Layton went out of bounds. Officials ruled that he was pushed out of bounds by Luka Jakic. So the ball will go over to City, and for Luka, that's his 3rd personal. So again, Hawks with the full rotation change. And City gets the ball up. Half court, they go cross-court, baseline jump from Pizatowski, way off the mark, missed everything. Gene Proper comes away with it. Cross-court pass to Bakari. Bakari, three-pointer from the left wing. It's way off. But Proper with a rebound inside. Gene Proper is all over the place tonight. And he's fouled going up. The foul will go against Elijah Patterson. That's his first, second on the team. So Gene Proper had a 4-point play in the first half, 9 points in total, with a chance to add to that and to add to Hunter's lead. He makes the first. 18:45 to go, second half. Hunter leads City 52-49. Gene Proper's got one more shot coming. That one rattled in and out. City comes away with the rebound. So Hunter's lead remains at 3. And a beautiful move in a reverse layup, but Saki couldn't finish it. Hawks with the ball. Hamasaki. Three-pointer coming from Bakari. It's good. Nothing but net for Raheem Bakari. Off the dish from Hiroki Hamasaki. The Hawks suddenly find themselves with a 6-point lead. They've actually scored the first 6 points here in the second half. So with 18:26 remaining, City calls timeout. Well, we have a moment after timeout. Remind you of some upcoming games. Come up here on the Hunter schedule, but at the Sportsplex next Tuesday. Hawks continue their conference plays. They will travel up to the Bronx to play Lehman. Hawks fell to Lehman here 2 weeks ago tonight after overcoming a 32-point first-half deficit to take the lead, but were unable to finish that one. Later in the week on Friday, John Jay will be visiting the Sportsplex. That's on Friday the 28th. It'll be another doubleheader. And again, if you're unable to come in because of restrictions on spectators, we'll have the game for you here on the live feed. So again, City is in, and here's a steal. Takeaway. Ryan Lau drives to the basket and lays it in. Took it right out of Joey Layton was double teamed and tried to dribble through it, had it knocked away. Another turnover for City. They had 18 of them in the first half. Here's Sean Galloway driving to the basket. Kind of a late foul call there, but Galloway will shoot too. Let's see. Call is on Gene Proper. He picks up his second. Proper leading the Hawks in scoring in this game so far. He's got 10. The Hawks one shy of their biggest lead. They lead by 8, 57-49. They had a lead of 9 points back about midway through the first half. Hawks do their rotation again, bring back the starters. But again, we're mixing it up a little bit here because coming in with the starters, Alwyn again Gray, right? Rather than Luka Jacob. Of course, Luka's got 3 fouls. So here's Deshaun Galloway out of East Orange, New Jersey. He's going to be shooting 2. He missed the first. City is 6 for 12 from the line in the first half. They are struggling. Hawks 7 out of 12 for the game now after Proper's last free throw. All right. Galloway makes the second. The lead is 7. Just inside of 18 minutes to go in the second half. Jared Brown drives to the basket, couldn't finish. And Luqman Ahmed came away with it. And here's Galloway driving, pulls up for a little 5-footer in the lane and puts it in. 57-52, Hunter leads with about 17 and a half to go in the second half. Trying to get the ball to Riley. He's got a Cormac Riley spinning outside and we've got an offensive foul call. Moving pick called on Alan Mugumbre. Hawks' second team foul. I think that's third team foul, and Montgomery's second personal. Hawks staying with Actually, with the second, and steal. Gene Proper drives and lays it in. Terrible inbounds pass. Proper easily intercepted and took it right to the basket. So, as we've said earlier, very often the Hawks' relentless pressure, and there's another turnover. That relentless pressure will wear down their opponent. So the Hawks now with a 7-point lead and the ball. Gene Proper now with 12 in the game, leading all scorers for Hunter. Inbounds pass was kicked by Pisatowski, so the Hawks will get another shot to inbound. 17-13 to go second half. Hunter by 7. Bounce pass inside to Barrett Lowe. He drives with the left hand, puts it up, and rolls around, no good. And good hustle to get the rebound by Raheem Bakari. Dan Pisatowski hit the floor. And the foul call goes against Raheem Bakari. We don't have the benefit of instant replay here. Would love to see that one again. All right, so ball goes back over to City. Again, the lead is 7. Hawks again with that relentless full court pressure throughout the game. And that's what happens sometimes with the full court pressure. They got the ball down inside, and on third try for City, it's Bayami Ba who puts it back. Hawks managed to put up enough resistance on the first 2 shots, but City better able to put down the third. So the lead is back to 5. Here's Proper, spin move, cross court. Here's Ryan Lau for 3. Good! Ryan Lau has given the Hawks again an 8-point lead again. You know what non-call was there, but City gets it down, and Bayami Ba cuts the lead again to 6. Now here's a 3-pointer right side. Bakari, it's no good. And we've got a push-off, and a foul will go against City. Officials had us guessing there for a moment. I believe the foul is on Yasin Suki. Yes, we're still waiting for it. Yeah, now we've got it. So Hawks again rotate their starting 5 back in. 62-56 Hunter, 16:20 to go second half. Casey Myers, top of the key, looking for an opening. Try to bounce it down to Luka. Luka spins. Running one-hander from the baseline is good. Luka, J-kick with and here's a steal. Cormac Riley puts the ball in off the steal and is fouled. Cormac Riley with his first field goal gives the Hawks a 10-point lead. Foul goes against Bayami Ba. That's his 3rd personal, the 4th on City. Both teams piling up the fouls early. And Cormac Riley can give the Hawks an 11-point lead. This is already their biggest lead of the game. He missed the free throw. 66-56 Hunter. 16 minutes to go in the game. Bounce pass, and again another City turnover. Montrose drives to the top of the key. Goes all the way to the basket, is fouled. And Jeremy Montrose will shoot 2. Foul going against Deshaun Galloway of City. That's his 3rd. And City already with 5 team fouls, just a little more than 4 minutes into the second half. So Jeremy Montrose makes the first. Montrose now with 4 points, just a 3-pointer in the first half. He's now got 4 for the game. Hawks' biggest lead at 11. Makes the second. Hunter with a 12-point lead. And City rotating their lineup, and they bring Pisatowski and Patterson back in. They turn the ball over on 2 consecutive possessions. Here's a cross-court, and make it 3. Here's Montrose ahead of the field, and he lays it in. Hunter by 14. 15:35 to go second half. City calls a 30-second timeout. So the Hawks on quite a run here. They came into the second half down 49-46. Thus far they've got a 24-7 run to start this second half. They go from a 3-point deficit to a 14-point lead. Just to round out the upcoming schedule, we mentioned our last one, John Jay, a week from tonight here at the Sportsplex. That would be another CUNYAC doubleheader. And then a single game, just the men, on Tuesday, February 1st, and that will be the final regular season home game for the Hawks. That will be against Medgar Evers on Tuesday, February 1st, with game time at 7 o'clock. Again, I'm Michael Schleifer, bringing you the play-by-play here at the Hunter Sportsplex. Hawks off to a great start in the second half. They lead by 14. 3 straight turnovers for City. Almost a fourth. Now City with a little bit of a fast break. Pizatowski on top to Patterson, cross court to Sucker. Sucker drives the baseline. Reverse layup is no good. Patterson with the offensive rebound. A scoop shot is no good. Sucker goes to the floor along with Patterson. And it's a jump ball. Well, possession hour will keep the ball with City College. There's Amir Asani comes back in for City. Bayami Ba goes to the bench. The City inbounding underneath their own basket. Long pass out to Patterson. He drives into the paint. Pull up one-hander is no good. And Bakari comes away with the rebound for Hunter. Here's Proper, left side 3. Good! Gene Proper with 15 to lead Hunter. And the Hawks with a 17-point lead. And turnovers galore. Bounce pass inside. There's a basket for Yasin Suki for City. So 73-58 Hunter. Drive to the basket. Shot was blocked. Proper got the offensive rebound and was fouled going back up. Gene Proper. I can't tell if the foul was on 1 or 10. It was on 10 on Dan Pizatowski. That's his third. And City's already got 16 fouls. They're in the penalty for the rest of this half. Gene Proper was at 3 threes. Total of 15 points. 3 or 4 from the free throw line. Make that, 4 or 5 from the line so far. Hits the back of the rim and out. Hits the threes and misses the freeze. 73-58. Hunter with a 15-point lead. 14:39 to go second half. And Gene Proper with one more free throw coming. That one also rattles out. Well, the lead stays at 15. Wide open 3. You heard Coach Beelan yell out, shooter. Joey Layton was wide open, but nobody picked him up. Now Proper. Cross court. Cormac Riley misses the 3. And the fight for the offensive rebound. Alain McGembre is really fighting down low, and the ball was knocked out of bounds, last touched by City. So again, Hunter by 12. Jared Brown looking to inbound, goes cross court. Riley in the corner, 3-pointer. Off the back of the rim, no good. And another offensive rebound for Hunter, Alain McGembre. All right, but the ball will go back into City. And Hawks by 12, 14-10 to go second half. The drive and, well, ball is outside. Jared Brown picks up, I believe that's his third. Yes, it is. 5th on Hunter. So City to inbound to the right of their own basket. They get to a wide open 3 was missed. The rebound is also missed. And a foul on the Tippin Suddenly City crashing the offensive boards. But Bemgwe is called, that's his third. And the Hawks now have 6 team fouls, so we may see a lot of free throw shooting for the rest of this one. Both teams in the penalty going forward. City struggles at the free throw line continue. That's Yassine Suki missed the first of 2. Made the second, so Hunter's lead is down to 11. They've led by as many as 16. Jarrett down on the right side, gets a screen. Drives all the way to the paint, but can't finish. And again, rebound for City. And the Beavers try to run. They push it down. Here's McGinley. He's going to pick up his 4th. And that will send Joey Layton to the line to shoot 1 and 1. So in watching the foul trouble for Luka Jakic, who has 3, we now see Alwyn Mbemgwe pick up his 4th. So Joey Layton at the line, senior out of Garden City, New York, shooting 1 and 1, and he missed. City continues to struggle from the free throw line. Hamazaki on the right wing, looking for a screen and started to go baseline. Now in the paint, bounces back outside for Cropper. Gene Cropper's been on fire tonight. He's got 16. Ball's knocked out of bounds as they tried to get it down low to Barrett Lowe. 15 for Cropper, leading Hunter scorers. 73-62, Hawks by 11. 13:26 to go second half. Amaraki bounces it inside. Here's a three-pointer from the left side. It's no good. Gene Cropper with the rebound. Dishes it off. The scramble inside. Ball is loose. Okay, not sure what the rationale for the call was, but it will be Hawks ball underneath their own basket, just to the right of their or the left of their basket. Yogi Hamazaki to inbound. Bounce pass into Cropper, who looked for a foul as he went up, but the ball was knocked away. Now the Hawks steal it back. Ryan Lau in the corner. Gene Cropper for 3. Good! And the Hawks call a quick timeout. Gene Cropper on fire. That's his 4th 3. Actually, that might be his 5th 3. I don't know why we don't get a scorer up here to feed us all these statistics, but the Hawks by 14 now, 76-62. 13:07 remaining in the second half here at the Hunter Sportsplex. The Hawks looking to go over 500 for the first time this season in conference play, and also to pull to 500 overall. They entered this game with an overall record of 7-8, 3-3 in the conference. And again, one of the leading scoring teams. Actually, to be fair, I don't have that stat here, but it very well may be the leading scoring team in Division III. Hawks averaging better than 100 points a game. They certainly look like they're going to easily surpass 100 in this one. 11 of their 15 games thus far this season have resulted in Hunter scoring over 100 points. And in 2 of their losses, they came real close, 96 and 97 in 2 of those. Again, the team has certainly turned around slow start to the season, but in 2 in a row, 3 of their last 4 all in the conference. So again, Hunter by 14. City inbounding the ball, and the full court pressure remains. A steal, Cormac Riley tried to throw it inside. They get a cross court to Brown. He goes baseline. Outside Montrose for 3. Hits the front of the rim, but he gets his own rebound. He drives, puts it up. No good, but he's fouled. Jeremy Montrose missed the 3, but followed his shot. There's a long rebound. Went straight to the basket. And Jeremy Montrose, who has shot well from the line tonight, he's got 10 overall. He's got a chance for 2 more here. fourth foul on Deshaun Galloway for City. Montrose pushes Hunter's lead to 15. And Galloway with the 4 fouls will sit down. This one goes in and out. Hawks lead remains at 15, 77-62. City looks to run. They push it up, drive to the basket, and the lane is good. Amir Asani. And the Hawks run it back the other way. Jared Brown on the side. Into Montrose for Cormac Riley. He finds Luka Jakic inside. He missed the layup in his foul. Great look from Cormac Riley to see Luka Jakic inside. He wasn't able to put it down, but Luka will shoot too. That's 11 for Luka Jakic now. He's had a good night. 14-point lead for Hunter. And 12:30 to go in the second half. And Luka's second free throw rolls in. Hawks by 15. And another steal for the Hawks. Cormac Riley. Goes cross court. Casey Myers open for 3. No, way off. But Luka Jakic with an offensive rebound. Goes up strong and puts it in. Luka Jakic with 14. And another steal for the Hawks. And another easy basket. This one, Jeremy Montrose. The Hawks by 19. And City really having trouble getting the ball past half court. Now they do. Driving from the right side and throwing up a off-balance shot. Came from Bayame Ba. And the ensuing tie-up results in a Hunter possession as the Hawks have the possession arrow in their favor. 11:51 to go second half. And Hunter has built a big lead, 83-64, but as we know in basketball with a three-point shot, that lead can evaporate very quickly. Hawks with a great start to the second half. Ryan Lau for 3 left wing. And as we see, usually a couple of times this season, ball got wedged in between the rim and the backboard, so that will go over to City. But again, the Hawks continue full court pressure as they do throughout the game. Nearly another steal, but City manages to keep it. They still haven't gotten over half court. They did now, and let's see. Calls a block. No basket on that. Ryan Lau did not, in the eyes of the officials, establish position. So that will result in free throws as both teams over the limit. Now both teams with 18 fouls. That's Yassine Suki at the line shooting 1 and 1. He hits the first. Short on the second. No black shirts on at the free throw stripe. So the Hawks pick up the rebound. Hamazaki has it stolen. Tried to bounce pass. Now Dan Brzezowski goes the length of the floor, and he hits, and lead is now down to 16. The left wing drive. We've got offensive foul. Out of control. Joash Nyarko was driving to the basket and then was dishing off into the corner for Bakari and ran over the City player and is called for an offensive foul. So that's 19 fouls on Hunter. They're in the 2-shot penalty the rest of the way. 11:05 to go second half. Hunter by 16. And again, City this time manages to inbound the ball. They are struggling, but now they get it to Brzezowski. He drives and lays it in from the right side. Went across the lane, now down to 14. Cormac Riley. Looked like he was trying to go to the hole, pulls it back out. Jared Brown. Inside for Luka Jakic. He couldn't put it down, lost it going up, and now City the other way. But Pisatowski, right side, goes all the way to the basket and lays it in. And suddenly that 19-point lead is down to 14. Excuse me, make it to 12. There's Riley out between the circles. Long three. No good. But the long rebound is punched out to Montrose. And he will bring it back out. Jeremy Montrose will start all over for Hunter. Top of the key goes to Luka Jakic. He was looking for three. Now, beautiful backdoor feed to Jared Brown for the easy lane and a 30-second timeout called by Coach John Peelan. And Hawk lead jumps back to 14. We're just about halfway through this second half. The Hawks have come out on fire. They had 46 points at the half. They've already got 39 here in the second half to go from a 3-point deficit to what is now a 14-point lead. They've led by as many as 19. Right? But as we know, with the way that the game is played today, between the 3-point shot and Hunter's very fast pace of play, right, that works sometimes, and it could also backfire. It does give the other team an opportunity, as we've seen in a couple of games earlier this season, for teams to come back when it looked like the Hawks may have had a game wrapped up. But looking good. Again, 14-point lead for Hunter. 10 minutes, 6 seconds remaining in the second half. Again, City tries to inbound, and this again. Now we got a 3-on-2. Pisatowski hands up, and a beautiful block by Barrett Lowe. Pisatowski with the rebound, a little jump hook in the lane is good. Leads back to 12. Casey Myers right side. On the right side to Bakari. Myers sees an opening, goes to the basket, and lays it in with the left hand. Little scoop from the Jersey side, if you will, from Casey Myers. 14-point Hunter lead, 87-73 with 9:32 to go second half. Here's a three coming for City, and it's good. Joey Layton from the top of the key. Lead of 11. Hamikaze, power low for three. No good, but Gene Popper there for the rebound. Popper's been all over the floor tonight. Gets it to Hamasaki for three. No good. Long rebound to Hamasaki in the corner. Goes to Casey Myers. Now Gene Popper again. Hamasaki, corner three. Rims the basket. Tipped Popper with the rebound. Is fouled going up. We don't have the numbers up here, but the Hawks have been relentless on the offensive boards tonight. And Gene Popper, who we don't see him on the board. I believe he's got 18. We don't see that up on the board right now. But Gene Popper's got 2 more free throws coming. He has struggled a bit from the line. The last couple of times he's gone to the line has failed, and he misses the first end on this one. 1 more free throw coming for Gene Popper. Popper had that rather unconventional 4-point play back in the first half. He's got 18, looking for 19, and to push Hunter's lead to 12. He's got it. And Popper comes out. Jeremy Montrose back in. And the Hawks are back to their original 5, except for Hayden Belkin is in the game in place of Casey Myers. City takes a little time getting it across, but they get to Pisatowski on the left wing. Drives the paint, cross court for Joey Layton. Blows off the back of the rim, but no good. But Layton's got it, and over to Pisatowski for a 3. Rattles the rim, no good. Luka Jakic with the rebound to Montrose. Montrose back out to Lake it for 3. No good. And Cormac Riley flying in for the attempt at the rebound, but actually the ball hit the stanchion above the basket, and the ball goes back to the City. 88-76. And Montrose with a steal. Tries to get his footing. Gets it back to Jared Brown. Brown cross court, wide open 3 for Myers. Good. That's Cormac Riley on that 3. And the Hawks lead is back to 15, 91-76. And City throws the ball away. The relentless Hunter College pressure, if it doesn't get to them early, we did see City get a number of easy buckets early, but in the second half in particular, really struggling to get the ball over half court and a lot of turnovers. They did turn the ball over 14 times in the first half, and without the numbers in front of me, I bet they're comparable already in the second half. 8 minutes to go. Here's Myers. Myers is bumped by Deshaun Galloway, who was just fouled out of the game. Deshaun Galloway gets his fifth, and that's also 10 team fouls on City. So Casey Myers will be shooting two. Hunter with a 15-point lead, 91-76. First one rims out. Both teams struggling at the free throw line tonight. The free throws have not been free. And he's short on the second. Hawks missed both ends. Unfortunately for Hunter, City has also struggled from the line. Here's Patterson cross court. Three-pointer off the back of the rim, no good. And the rebound goes. Are they calling it a jump ball? Yes, they are calling it a jump ball. Raheem Bakari came down with the rebound and was tied up. So possession arrow is to the Hawks. So Hunter with possession and a 15-point lead with 7:42 on the clock. In the second half, Michael Schleifer coming to you live from the Hunter College Sportsplex. Pass nearly stolen. Barrett Lowe gets it back in the corner. Ryan Lau, three. Good! Hunter with a 19-point. It matches their biggest lead of the game. Now they've got about, maybe that was a two. 94-76. 18-point lead. And here's another steal for the Hawks. Barrett Lowe outside to Bakari. Bakari drives. Crossover. Couldn't put it down, but Gene Cropper is there for the offensive rebound. Bakari started to go to the basket and shuffled his feet before he did. Turnover. Ball will go back to City. 7:04 remaining on the clock in the second half. Hunter with a 94-76 lead over City College. And Hayden Belkin back in with the starting five. Casey Myers seems to have gone to the second unit here in the second half. And again, the pressure, ball deep in the backcourt and nearly stolen by Jared Brown. But now City gets it across. Patowski in the lane, jump hook, banks it in, and he's going to go to the line for a shot at a three-point play. Looks like I believe that's 23 now for Dan Pisatowski out of Maspeth High School in Queens. Cuts Hunter's lead to 16. It's 94-78, but clock is rolling down to 6:54 remaining in the second half. Pisatowski makes the conventional three-point play. Hunter's lead is 15. Jared Brown almost looked like had Montrose going back door there. They get it down low to Luka Jakic. He goes baseline, drives. Reverse layup is no good, but it's knocked out to Montrose. Open for just inside the free throw line, and he puts it in. Jerry Montrose with the offensive rebound. A nice soft touch just inside the free throw line. Hunter leads by 17. City pushes it up. 6:20 to go in the game. Patowski for three. Rims the basket. Luka Jakic with another rebound. But step before he put the ball on the floor. He's looking for a foul. Got hit on the arm. But no sympathy from the officials. Let's see. We've got a full timeout for City. So again, 6:15 remaining second half. Hunter leads 96-79 when we come back from the timeout. City will inbound the ball on their offensive end of the floor. Following the end of the regular season, the Hawks' last conference game and last regular season game will be on Tuesday, February 15th. We go to the CUNYAC men's and women's basketball championship tournament. For the men, The quarters will be on February 19th. The semis on February 23rd. The championship games will be on February 25th. Women's tournament, of course, will be occurring the same week. The championship games are on the same night, on the 25th. Check your websites for the remaining schedule, and we'll keep you updated on future broadcasts as well. Again, City inbounding the ball underneath their own basket. Hunter leads by 17. Hawks with good defense on the inbounds play. They force it into the corner. Trying to go baseline, but we've got a travel. Yassine Suki. A little head fake, but faked with the feet as well. Ball for traveling, so the Hawks with the ball and a 17-point lead. As we approach the 6-minute mark in the second half, the Suki ball, Kamasaki goes to the basket, puts it in with the left hand. And again, pressure from the Hawks. Hawks match their biggest lead at 19. Vizitowski from the pinch post. Jump shot is no good. Gets his own rebound. It's blocked from behind by Barrett Lowe. Ball is knocked out of bounds, but will stay with the City. And we're inside of 6 minutes to go. The Hawks with, right now, a seemingly comfortable lead. Still nearly stolen by Hamazaki. Goes to the floor. A pull-up jumper in the lane is good for Amir Asani. Hawks by 17. Hamazaki left side, cross court. And Joash Naoko was on the baseline, on the end line. He was out of bounds when he took the pass. Hunter turnover gives the ball back to City. 5:27 left on the clock. Hawks by 17. City able to inbound this time, but again, they're taking time to get the ball across because of that Hunter pressure. Up, and Montrose steps in to attempt to steal and commits the reach-in foul. So that will send Amir Asani to the line for City. Second foul on Jeremy Montrose. Again, both teams in the two-shot penalty. No one in the blocks for City, so on a second shot miss, rebound will be with Hunter. Sani makes the first. He's got 11. And the second one is short. Luka Jakic with another board. Again, don't have the exact numbers, but Luka no doubt with a double-double here tonight. Here's Jared Brown, drives to the paint, and is whacked trying to go to the basket. Jared will shoot two. That was Asani, and Asani has fouled out. So City has lost two of their starters to fouls. Deshaun Galloway fouled out earlier. Amir Asani is now out of the game. Only Alawain Bapengui with 4 for Hunter. Luka Jake has been playing with 3, but has managed to avoid that fourth. Here's Jared Brown at the line. Makes the first. Hawks by 17. And Hawks have, once again, for the 12th time in 16 games this season, have hit the century mark in points. Plenty of time left. Approaching 5 minutes on the clock. Here's a drive to the basket. And nice lane from Yassine Suki. 16-point lead for Hunter. 4:52 on the clock. Here's Jared Brown. Cross court. Here's Cormac Raleigh for 3. Off the back of the no good. Luka Jakic got the foul. Got the rebound, but lost it in the scrum. He was looking for a foul. Instead, it comes back the other way, and Cormac Riley will pick up a personal and send City to the line for 2 shots. Riley's second personal, and Yassine Suki will shoot 2. Makes the first. Hawks rotate the second squad in again. Gene Proper with 19 points for Hunter leading the Hawks is back in the game. Second free throw is missed. Hiroki Hamazaki with the rebound. 4:30 left in the game. Cross court, it goes to Ryan Lau. He's open for 3. Off the back of the rim, but Hamazaki with the long rebound. And he's open for a 3. It's way short. And Barrett Lowe with the rebound. Couldn't put it down. The Hawks with 2 offensive rebounds there. City brings it back the other way, and Pizatowski off the feet from Patterson cuts the Hunter lead to 13, 100-87. We're approaching the 4-minute mark in the second half. Here's Ryan Lau on the left wing. Brings it outside to Raheem Bakari, right side, and down low to Barrett Lowe. And Barrett Lowe is called for an offensive foul going to the basket. So we're just inside of 4 minutes to go in this game, or in regulation. Barrett Lowe picks up his 3rd foul. City has the ball with a chance to cut the lead down to 10. 100-87, Hunter leads. And a steal. Or should we say, another steal. But Montrose drives to the basket, looking for a foul. There's no call. City back the other way. It's Pizatowski on the right wing. Goes cross-court Patterson down low. And put in by Bayami Ba. Hawks lead is down to 11. Hawks need a run to put this one away. Montrose, backdoor pass along the baseline, and Jared Brown couldn't put it down. And another steal, Myers to Luka Jakic, who puts it in. Luka Jakic from Casey Myers. That was a huge turn of events there. City had the ball with a chance to cut the lead under double digits. Instead, another City turnover. All right, a nice bounce pass from Casey Myers to Luka Jakic puts the Hunter lead back at 13. They haven't put it away yet, but with just 3:13 left in the game, Hawks with a couple of stops, couple of baskets can chalk up win number 4 in the CUNY Athletic Conference and their 3rd straight. If they can just hang on here. Again, 13-point lead, 3 minutes, 13 seconds left on the clock. Hawks, what we'll call for tonight, of course, the second squad in the game. Amazaki, Lau, Proper, Barrett Lowe, Raheem Bakari. City struggling to inbound again. They do get it across. To Pizatowski. Little jump hook in the lane, he puts it down. Pizatowski with 31 points in this game. Hawks lead is 11. Barrett Lowe top of the key. Gene Proper open for 3. It's good! Gene Proper with 22. And Hunter's lead is back to 14. And again, City struggling to inbound the ball. They do get it across the time. Pizatowski's been on fire. Actually, it's 31 at this point. Goes way cross court to Suki for 3. Misses everything. And Gene Proper there for the rebound. Inside of 2.5 minutes to go in regulation, the Hawks by 14. And they'll slow it down. Hamazaki in between the circles. Joey Layton comes out to pick him up. On top to Lau, cross court. Here's Bakari for 3. He misses. And City with a fast break. Going straight down the lane. The layup too strong to put back. That was Ba who missed the layup, but Suki got the rebound, put it right back down. Gene Proper out near half court is pressured. Gets the ball out to Barrett Lowe in the corner. To Lau, and the Hawks will slow it down. We're inside of 2 minutes, 100 minute and 48 seconds to go. Hunter with a 12-point Hamasaki drives. His shot was blocked by Elijah Patterson. The Hawks will have the ball. 12 seconds on the shot clock. Minute 44 on the game clock. Starting five is back in. It's the original five, so Casey Myers right back in rather than the alternative. Bounce pass, and it's stolen by Layton. Layton drives, lays it up. He missed. Rebound's knocked away by Cormac Riley. Picked up by Layton. Layton drives and misses again. And great hustle from Montrose. Montrose down the right side, drives, hands it off to Luka Jakic, who's fouled going up. Again, could have been easily turned the game into a close one right there. City had multiple opportunities to bring it down to a 10-point lead. Instead, with great hustle from Jeremy Montrose on that rebound, he pushed the ball up the floor, handed off to Luka Jakic, who's going to be shooting two. Luka with 16 in the game tonight. Makes the first. He has been Hunter's most reliable free throw shooter tonight. Actually, eyes playing tricks on me there. Now got 17. Now he's got 18. And Hunter's got a 14-point lead with just a minute 27 left on the clock. City pushes it in. But again, they take a few seconds to get it over half court. That's Zucker wide open underneath. They finally find it, but again, probably lost about 5 seconds there. Hunter's lead is 12, 107-95. Minute 12 to go in the game. Jared Brown drives in the corner. Cormac Riley pulls up. Little running one-hander is no good. Jakic with the rebound puts it back. Luka Jakic with 20. And inside of a minute, Hunter leads by 14. City runs it down. Right at a foul. City pushed the ball up the floor quickly. Bayami Ba was fouled underneath. Hawks don't need that. No reason to stop the clock at this point. But Ba will shoot two. Again, City really struggling at the line tonight as a team. And Ba makes the first. So it's Hunter by 13. Ba has one more shot coming. 54.1 left on the clock. Now both teams fully stocking the free throw square. Filling in the blocks. Second free throw is good. So Hunter by 12, and now City, for the first time in this game, is pressing. The Hawks break it easily. Hamasaki bounced the ball off his knee and out of bounds. Hiroki Hamasaki, all he had to do was hold on to that ball. Hawks could have run about half the clock down, half the remaining time down, but instead City's got it back. Puzikowski drives to the paint and lays it in with the left hand. Dan Puzikowski with 33. And City calls timeout. Hunter's lead is down to 10. 43.3 seconds left in regulation. Hunter 109, City 99. Just to catch you up again, both teams in a two-shot penalty late in the game. There hasn't been much help to either team. Both teams struggling at the line a bit. But great performances tonight from Luka Jakic, who's got 20. Gene Cropper's got 22 for the Hawks. For City, Dan Pizatowski now with 33. Hawks now just trying to hold on. There have been a number of moments in these last couple of minutes where the game could have turned both ways. Both teams have lost opportunities, both the Hawks to put it away and City to bring it closer even earlier than this. But here we are. Hunter will inbound the ball under the City basket. They've got a 10-point lead. CCNY will inbound. It's man-to-man full court press. And Pisatowski gets the foul immediately. I believe for Pisatowski that will be his fourth, but let's see. Yep, that is his fourth. And in fairness, both Jeremy Montrose and Luka Jakic have shot well from the line tonight. It's Montrose with 2. All net on that first one. The Hawks by 11. And we know, of course, Hunter will continue that full court pressure as they do throughout the game. 2 clutch free throws for Montrose. 12-point lead for Hunter, less than 40 seconds remaining. And a steal for Hunter. Hunter should have the game in hand now. 30 seconds on the clock, 12-point lead. And finally, there's the foul coming from Yassine Suki. Jared Brown, who only a couple of appearances at the line tonight, but made both of his free throws. Jinxed him. Missed the first. Again, Hunter with a 12-point lead, 28.5 on the clock. Hawks trying to substitute their Gene Proper, but apparently for the shooter, Jared Brown, who the second shot rims out. So it's still a 12-point lead. 4 seconds on the clock. City goes cross court, but again shooting at 2 and it's short. There's Joey Layton. Luka Jakic unable to control the rebound, so we're down to 16 seconds on the clock. Hunter's 12-point lead now seems secure, especially with City shooting 2-pointers. Jakic with the rebound on the shot that fell short, and that should do it. Hawks will just walk it across. And it is over. Final score tonight, the Hunter College Hawks 111, the City College Beavers 99. So for Hunter, they even up their overall record at 8-8, and they go 4-3 in conference play, winning their last 3 and the last 4 out of 5 in conference play as well. This is Michael Schleifer, who's been coming to you live from the Hunter College Sportsplex. And remember to join us next week for more Hunter College basketball. Check the website for the schedule.